Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. This past week I bought a ton of records and I'm putting a ton of stuff out in the shop on Saturday at 10 a.m. So I thought I would show you some of the stuff that I'm putting out. If you're not familiar with the channel and you're a new subscriber, basically I find collections of stuff around and then I usually show what I'm putting out on Saturdays. And so this stuff is for the locals to come in. We give locals first dibs at everything that we get. And so if you're around and you're able, these are going to be dropped Saturday at 10 a.m. first come, first serve type of deal. So this past week, I followed up on a lead with a guy that had, he said he had worked for a distribution, like a record distribution business back in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, early 80s. And so he had a lot of promo stuff, a lot of autograph stuff, all that. If you saw my Instagram stories, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted some like crazy autographs, like really rare stuff. And I was really excited at first, but I got digging on the autographs and I ended up not buying any of the autographs because there were some red flags there, and absolute last thing I wanted to do was to sell something that I didn't know for sure was genuine. So I'll get into that later in the video, but first I'm gonna show you some really cool records that I did get from him. This is one of the cooler ones. This is Iron Maiden Power Slave. This is a promo. This is the Virgin Maiden vinyl pressing, and it's the promo copy with the gold trim around it. Very, very, very nice copy. Next we have a Peace of Mind promo copy with the hype sticker right there. It's gold stamp promo up there at the top corner. Nice copy of that. Here's a sealed Zeppelin 3. I'm not sure what pressing this is. I'll do some more research and it'll be going out on Saturday, but that's sealed. This is a promo pressing of Motley Crue Too Fast for Love. You can see that gold. There it is. You see it. But pretty nice copy of that. Got a bunch of Pink Floyd. Got The Wall, some Gilmores. Nice pair. This is a Dark Side of the Moon, which the former owner put the stickers on the inside. So you have the hype sticker from the front here, and then the two stickers from the jacket there. But it's a pretty nice copy. So that's nice. Got a nice copy of Animals. One of my favorites, Adam Hartmother. Good copy of Umaguma, or Umaguma, as some people call it. This is a great record. I think that a lot of people sleep on this one a little bit. I've always loved this record. So it's, half studio, half live. I love it. I'm actually going to put it on right after this video. I've got to. This is the Holland Import Masters of Rock. There's two of these. There's one that's like a gold cover. This is, I think, the one that most people want more, but it's a pretty cool compilation of Pink Floyd stuff. This is a pretty nice copy of Metal. This is a French pressing of Saucerful of Secrets. It's a re-release, probably mid-70s repress, a French pressing of that. This is a collection of great dance songs. Nice copy of that. Pink Floyd Works. This is a promo copy of Pros and Cons of Hitchhikers, and it would seem that this is the censored version, the censored cover, but it would seem that if it was a promo copy, it would be the uncensored version, but what do I know? This is a nice original master recording, Dark Side of the Moon. This one I was very, very excited to see in that pile. Beautiful. And then Momentary Lapse of Reason. This one I think is underrated. I love this record. It's so good. Let's look at some more. Got a Highway 61 Revisited, one of my favorite Dylan records. A lot of people, this is the Stones, Some Girls with the Faces, the uncensored. It's one of those records that everyone thinks is like rare and worth a ton of money. It's not. The most I've ever gotten for one is $60. I sold one that was sealed. But this is usually about a $20 record. A lot of people seem to think it's worth hundreds because it's the band cover. It's just not. But this is a really nice copy of Some Girls. Got a nice copy of Wish You Were Here with the sticker. That's cool. There's one on the front and on the back. It's in the shrink. Pretty cool. This is a nice copy of Let It Bleed. This is a copy that I have, actually. This is Moondance Van Morrison incredible record. This is the Super Disc. Let's see, it's the Direct Disc Lab Super Disc analog recording. It's a fantastic copy. That's what I have. Really nice copy of Physical Graffiti. Let's see here. Into the Outdoor with the Bag. Another Into the Outdoor with the Bag. He collected the Into the Outdoor, so he had all the covers, but none of them had records inside. I was like, what's going on here? I don't know. This is a really, 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 really nice, clean Sticky Fingers with the zipper. Very, very clean copy of that, and the zipper's really nice. So we'll go through some more stuff. That was like some of the more wow stuff.
You are now in
hyperspeed. Some Kiss, Donald Fagen, Night Fly, and the Shrink with the hype sticker. Had a bunch of T-Rex stuff. This is 20th Century. It's a compilation. Nice Electric Warrior. It's a great record as well. Mark Bolan, solid gold T-Rex. This is another comp. This is England UK Press. This is a lot of stuff. A lot of Dire Straits stuff. I've had a lot of people lately begging for Dire Straits stuff. I have found this is a local hero. This is that's not really that rare, but it's kind of a cool thing. This is a maxi single, a EP, a dance EP.
this one, ooh man, that's still sealed. Ooh, daddy.
Ooh, daddy.
Ooh, daddy. Brothers in Arms. The Ace Frehley Kiss. There's some more Kiss stuff in here. Easy does it here. Kiss Alive is a nice clean copy of that. It's the sealed Wings Over America. Eagles Long Run. I got a lot of Eagles stuff. Eagles, it's one of those things that's really common, but it sells really well in the shop. People love the Eagles. Bernie Taupin. Some more Dire Straits. This is a sealed Dio. Holy Diana! This is a sealed Def Leppard High and Dry. Got Pyromania. Some more Dylan stuff. This is a sealed, another side of Bob Dylan. It's a repress, but it's sealed. John Wesley Harding. Got some more Van Morrison. Some Police. This is a Belfon Van Morrison. Looks like a comp. This is a Clash Combat Rock. Some Stones Rocky Horror Picture Show. Very cool stuff. I got a lot of Stone stuff. This is that 12-inch Miss You promotional things. Exile on Main Street. Nice copy of that. Got a lot of people asking for Rush too. So Archives, Signals, Moving Pictures. It's a dynamite record. This is my favorite Rush album. Some more Stones, Rat, Rod Stewart. This one was actually released on Vertigo originally. This is sealed Venus and Mars, Wings. This is sealed Billy Idol, Rebel Yell, Little Feat. These are a couple really nice Little Feat records, very clean. Rolling Stones 12 by 5. This is a sealed Stones Rewind and an open Stones Rewind. A few more. Weird Al, some Neil Young, got a bunch of Alice Cooper. This is a sealed Quiet Riot. It's a promo Queensryche. There's a bunch of Queen. This is sealed. That's nice. Some more Queen. Some Zappa. Shake Your Booty. More Zappa. Promo King Crimson Beat. This is, oh my gosh, it's a sealed Thin Lizzy John DeFox. Some more Thin Lizzy Renegade. AC/DC Fly on the Wall. Back in Black. Flick of the Switch. Power Rage. There's a High Voltage and a Shrink. This was one of my favorites as a kid. It's a Hotel California with the poster and everything. And then this is
the last one of this batch. I got more stuff coming, but this is an autographed Roger Waters, the final cut. Now, I do not believe this is really autographed by Roger Waters. A couple reasons why. There is it doesn't look right. It's on the front and on the back autographed, and the R just does not look right. Basically, with autographs, autographs can be very different. Certain artists have different autographs. Like it's like for a certain decade they signed this way, and then it changed to the 80s, and then it changed to the 90s or whatever. That's fine. But usually there's a defining character. Like David Lee Roth has a really defining D. That was just one I was looking at. Freddie Mercury has some really defining marks, but the rest of it can vary a little bit. But there's a couple, usually like a letter or two that's really defining in there, and if they're off, they're off. And so basically, I'll show you some pictures of some of the ones that he had. There was Michael Jackson was in there. We had some Prince. We had some Van Halen. We had some Tom Petty. We actually had some John Lennon, George Harrison, all kinds of stuff. And I was really excited when I saw it because the guy had a really solid backstory. He had somebody that I knew had vouched for him. But as I looked a little bit closer, there were some red flags. First of all, if you think about all the artists that you would want to counterfeit if you were to do that type of thing, they were all there. Like some of the biggest names that had passed away, He had posters and he had records. That was kind of a red flag that, you know, there were no lame autographs. They were all like the top of the top, the ones you would want, you know. Also, at the same time, none of them really looked that good. They all seemed a little bit off. One or two to seem a little bit off, that's one thing. But there was, you know, most of them that were pretty off. The Michael Jackson one was the one that looked most real and was probably hardest to fake. So that one I don't even know. But I had a lot of reservations. Those weren't the only two things. There were a lot of things over the course of this transaction that I decided to back out of the autographs. I didn't think because autographs are hard. They're tough. You know, when you're selling autographs, you have to make sure that they're genuine. There's so many people that fake them, and I don't know that I'm able to authenticate them. And the last thing in this world I would want is to sell somebody a fake autograph. It's not worth it to me. I don't care about autographs. They do nothing for me. I care about really cool, rare, vintage records, and so I got that stuff. The autographs is a tricky game, and autographs really don't go for as much as people might think they are. So the risk wasn't worth it. So I did not do the autographs because of that. And a lot of people asked, and I'll also say, like, a lot of people, when I post some pictures on my Instagram story, were like, hey, you know, I don't mean to be a jerk, but those aren't real. You know, a couple people said, I know autographs pretty well. Those aren't real. And that helped me out to, like, immediately people were telling me, those aren't real. Don't buy those. Those aren't real. And so that helped me kind of say, okay, well, maybe they got something there. So thank you guys. You know, dodged a bullet there. I'll probably do a video in the future maybe about, like, autographs and what to look for and stuff. I just don't know a lot about autographs, so, you know, stick to what you know. But I'll show you some other stuff that I bought this past weekend and that I'll be putting out as well. So the rest of the stuff I'm going to kind of zoom through pretty quick. I picked out a few just off the top to show you, but a lot of the stuff is, there's some really good stuff in here. There's some just decent stuff in here. But it'll all be going out this weekend. This is a lot of it's pretty interesting, but I'll pull out a few just to kind of show you. This is just cool because my wife was in Goodwill and found this at Goodwill. She bought it for me, so that's kind of cool. I'm not huge on Alice Cooper. That'll be going out. It's not in the best shape, but it's pretty cool. It's the original master recording of Alice Cooper, so that was a good snag from my wife. She does that. She's good to me that way. She checks for records at Goodwill and she knows what to buy. So this one is really solid. This is American Blues Do Their Thing. I've shown this on my channel before. This is the second copy I have, so I'll be selling it. So these are some former ZZ Top members, Dusty Hill, Frank Beard. Really killer psychedelic record. This is dynamite, very rare. Really, really killer find right here, but this will definitely make its way onto the Holy Moly wall. This Otis William and his Charms. This is a compilation, but this is a really rare record, very tough to find. Really early soul record, pretty cool. Edwin Starr, let's see, this is original Batman soundtrack, which is people like that thing. This is Mel Brown, Blues for We. This is a killer record. I love Mel Brown. He is a phenomenal guitar player. I've talked about him several times on my videos, but blues and jazz, fusion, really good stuff. But he's on Impulse. All his covers are really well done. It's the Impulse covers. They're dynamite. But this is a really cool record, and man, I love Mel Brown. I'm glad to have some in the shop because every time I get one, I keep it. But thankfully, I already have that one. And this is an original Cure, specially priced 2-record set, a hype sticker. It's not sealed. It's in the shrink though. Very nice, clean Cure records. Cure stuff is like, people always asking me for Cure stuff, and I just almost never find it. So it's tough to find. But I'm going to do a flip video and show you some other stuff that we're going to have. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you're already, honestly, if you've made it this far, you probably are already a subscriber. But check us out on Instagram. We're always posting the new stuff that we get. And we got a lot of merch on our website. So check that stuff out. And hopefully we'll be selling some more records online soon. So take care.